Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back for another video, and this is an important video that I suggest you all watch to the end. I'm going to be sharing some really useful information with you guys. If you are interested in the crypto space, some of this information is absolutely crucial to understanding where we are going as a space. So we're going to jump straight into things, guys. We're going to be looking at how I believe cryptocurrencies is somewhat similar to the dot-com boom and the sort of revolution that the internet was, and how I think cryptocurrencies are going to play a part in not only everything in terms of an investment and a store of value and a sort of hedge as a hedge against inflation and other things like that, but how I believe cryptocurrencies are going to be used in practically every business, every financial structure. Cryptocurrencies, guys, are going to 100%, in my opinion, revolutionize the world, certainly the financial world, for the better, hopefully. First thing we're going to look at, guys, today, Bitcoin's up 36%. Bitcoin is doing fantastic, and this was really on the news that Tesla, the elongated Musk, buys 1.5 billion in Bitcoin, guys. Not Dogecoin, Bitcoin. This is absolutely massive news, and essentially what this means now is you are going to see a domino effect with other large companies allocating capital to Bitcoin, and then what we're going to see as a result of that is we're going to see capital being allocated to the larger cryptocurrency market. So it'll probably start with Ethereum, and then it will go into projects maybe, you know, that have a bit more clout, like Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, coins that have been around for longer. Maybe not Bitcoin Cash. I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin Cash. That's just my opinion. I don't own any Bitcoin Cash, but you'll see at the moment it's only Bitcoin because there is somewhat regulatory clarity on it. It's the somewhat safer asset of a relatively volatile asset class. But now you have Tesla doing this, you are going to see domino effects taking place. You're going to see companies like Apple, you're going to see companies like Netflix, you're going to see a large number of companies, especially with Bitcoin going to do as well as I think it is. You're going to see companies absolutely jumping on board, starting probably with small companies. Some of the bigger companies might not want to come across as copycats. However, cash is king, guys, and these guys are going to follow the money. And if you guys think you're too late getting into the crypto space, it's only, well, it's not, it's somewhat recent, but you know, we're talking months that Elon Musk and his company Tesla have actually got into the space. So you guys are still early. I'm going to show you why I believe that is by bringing up the Amazon chart back in the dot-com boom and what happened there. And one thing that's amazing, guys, is, and it really confirms to me that the crypto space is only going up, is the market structure we see playing out on every major altcoin, Bitcoin, and Amazon in the early days after it had sort of corrected from the dot-com boom. And I'm going to share with you something called the Wall Street cheat sheet. I'm, of course, going to show you my Bitcoin 4-year cycle theory and how we are following this to a T. It's why I think Bitcoin absolutely hits $100,000 in this year. I think it's going to happen, in my opinion. I'm going to share with you the Ethereum chart, how that's following Bitcoin. I'm going to show you the ADA chart, how that's following not only Bitcoin but Ethereum. And then I'm going to show you guys the Amazon chart. And this here is the dot-com boom. This is 1998 to about 2001 when we had the dot-com boom. And this is how Amazon reacted. And what I'm really trying to show you guys here is the structure for all of these. I hope that this doesn't look too confusing, the Bitcoin 4-year cycle chart. All these structures, this is Bitcoin, of course. This, of course, is Ethereum. This is ADA, Cardano. And this is Amazon back in the early days, guys. And we can see how these structures are following each other perfectly. And we all know the story of what happened with Amazon after the dot-com boom and sort of going forward. It's now one of the biggest companies in the world, guys. It's done absolutely fantastic. And I think the crypto market is going to do a similar thing. And one thing that all these structures follow perfectly is something called the Wall Street cheat sheet. It's the psychology of sort of how markets work. Markets are driven by human beings. Human beings are emotional creatures. This sort of maps out the emotions. And what you tend to find is this first structure setting up and the second structure that sets up, if we look over here to the simplified market structure, is significantly larger than the previous, and we are going to see the same thing play out, guys. It's my 100% conviction and belief that the crypto market becomes a multi-trillion-dollar asset class, and I think it is going to be the asset class in some respects to get into in the future, certainly as we see the sort of rise of new generations and old ones sort of exiting out the back door. And the news about sort of Tesla buying Bitcoin is absolutely huge. He wasn't buying Dogecoin, so kind of makes you wonder. I don't know why he's necessarily maybe pumping Dogecoin but buying Bitcoin. However, that's for another video. I know there's a lot of Doge fans out there. Doge has performed exceptionally well. My own opinion, I don't think it lasts very long, but I could be proven wrong, as I probably was, thinking that the first pump wasn't going to go necessarily as high as it did. But Tesla announced in an SEC filing Monday that it has bought 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. The company also said it would start accepting Bitcoin as a payment method for products. Now, you are going to see this also trend. You're going to see big companies start to accept Bitcoin as a payment option. This has a trickling effect, and once you see Bitcoin being accepted as a payment option, that is the road to adoption, guys. You are then, once that, and if that goes smoothly and turns out profitable and a beneficial thing, not only in the bull market but also in the bear market, you will then see other cryptocurrencies being accepted, and that's when you see the use cases of a lot of coins coming into effect. And one thing I want to really share with you guys right now is there are a lot of cryptocurrencies out there that have done exceptionally well that really aren't being used. The cryptocurrency market is still very speculative. Bitcoin, you could argue, it is being used in the fact that it's a store of value and it can transact value in a peer-to-peer way, which was intended by Satoshi. Ethereum, of course, you can say is being used because you have a lot of smart contracts being built on it. You have a lot of dApps. You have a lot of DeFi being built on top of Ethereum. Cardano largely isn't being used and utilized, guys. It's an unfinished project. I think Cardano will do exceptionally well and be utilized. Polkadot is somewhat being utilized at the moment. XRP, you could argue that one. Litecoin. What I'm trying to get at here, guys, is the wide cryptocurrency market is actually not in use. It's only a number of coins. What do you think happens, guys? Given everything that I've shown you, given the fact that we now have institutions at the helm of investing into the cryptocurrency market, and we are only just starting to see them trickle in. There are, of course, institutions like Grayscale that have been here for a while. However, we're seeing the Rothschild family get involved, or the Rothschild's family arm of investing get involved. We're seeing so many big investors getting involved. We had the Wolf of Wall Street, who I know he's not necessarily a major investor, but he certainly covers the financial realm. And he came out and said he was wrong about Bitcoin and that he can really see the value in it now, whereas he couldn't when he was calling it a scam. And if we go back over to the Bitcoin 4-year cycle theory, guys, I've shown you guys this on a number of occasions. I think it's very important for everybody to have an understanding of this. It will help you in your investment investment journey, because we really follow this Bitcoin 4-year cycle theory to a T. And if we look at sort of January and how things kicked off here, we can see that back in 2017, we kicked things off in the exact same way, guys. And this is really why if you look at how we kick things off at the turn of the new year, so January 1st, and then what happened, you're going to see the same thing play out that played out in 2017 play out in 2021. The same way, if we go back to 2013, it played out in 2013, and we saw that 100x. 2017 was a 20x. I think 2000. So that's 2013 here. 2017 was a 20x. I think 2021 is going to be a 5x when I sort of called it, which would give us 100,000. I think that gets smashed. I think we go significantly past that. However, as a safe number, I'm aiming for $100,000 per Bitcoin. I think that's easily achievable. one thing I want to talk about, guys, is that altcoins typically lag behind Bitcoin, and we can see that as we go down the altcoins. If we look at Bitcoin and how it sort of broke out and where it is today, you have Ethereum following behind it, and then you have ADA following behind those. It somewhat trickles down, guys, and if we look at the sort of time frames when everything peaked out, you can really see that. So for Bitcoin, it was somewhat the 14th of December, round about then. In 2017, the last bull cycle. For Ethereum, it was around about the 13th of January, so nearly a month later. And for ADA, it was the 4th. So these all sort of fall behind Bitcoin and follow Bitcoin, and that's what I think you're really going to see happen with a lot of the altcoins now. You're going to see them play catch up. Bitcoin in this next run, with moderate pullbacks, nothing too crazy, could quite easily go to 60,000. That's not a big call from where we are at now. And that's it, guys, really. Let me know what you think about this video. This is absolutely huge news. I could have put my money on the fact that Elon, probably himself, through maybe different arms of his investment groups, has already been buying Bitcoin. And the fact that he's come out publicly, which he probably had to do in his filing to the SEC, and say that he now owns Bitcoin, to be transparent, you're going to see a real trickling effect, and hopefully we see Bitcoin for more companies become an accessible payments sort of solution. We'll see, guys. We'll see how this plays out, but there's no need to be bearish in the slightest on the cryptocurrency market. We have so many indicators that, you know, these things are following each other perfectly. That's the Ethereum chart with the Wall Street cheat sheet overlaid, and you can see how that has already followed it perfectly. This is a useful little kit when you're looking. What I'm looking for here, guys, mainly when I'm looking into investing as a whole, is I look for structures similar to this. I look for sort of a dying and a rebirth and a regeneration, which significantly surpasses that. And if you look at Ethereum compared to it, those of you guys who have been watching my channel, quick hello to you all. Thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the content so far. But what I'm really trying to show people here is that markets often repeat themselves. They don't always have to look identical, but they do repeat themselves. And if you go back to Amazon in the early .com boom and what sort of happened, you can see that the structure is very similar. And I'll show you that based on the Wall Street cheat sheet. This obviously, things often come back in swing, and you break descending resistances at different times. But of course, we all know what then happened from Amazon. The prior 2000 or whenever the .com boom was dwarfed, and you can see Amazon today has, you know, you couldn't really even see that on a chart. You couldn't see the prior .com boom on the chart in comparison to where it is today, and I think you're going to see the same thing play out for cryptocurrencies, guys. So congratulations to you all for being here and in this space, and have taken an interest and using your own initiative to find this space and find your way into investing in the cryptocurrency market. You guys are early. We have companies like obviously Tesla, and we're going to see a number of other companies. You know, Grayscale's buying up just silly amounts of Bitcoin still, and not only that, they've added to the size of what cryptocurrencies they're holding. Guys, congratulations to each and every one of you. Remember, this is all my own opinion. It may not do this. However, I am personally following the sort of analysis that I've given you. I am following the data that I have in front of me to suggest that we are indeed only going in one direction, and that is up. We are going to have moderate pullbacks like we've seen here. I've shown you guys on numerous occasions. Pullbacks are part and parcel of a bull run. They're often healthy. It's kind of like a NASCAR driver, you know, or a Formula One driver being able to drive for significantly more distance if they've sort of took a pit stop rather than just continue until they run out of fuel, guys. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. If you can please leave me a like, drop me a comment, let me know what you thought about this video. It really helps me out in terms of the algorithm, as this is a growing YouTube channel. And subscribe for more videos, guys. I'm bringing them out pretty much daily, so watch out for those. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.